With the flu season well underway, it's important to ensure that adults, children, and infants alike are protected against this potentially serious illness. Each year, approximately 5 to 20% of Americans get the flu. Tens of thousands are hospitalized, and thousands die from flu-related illnesses. So since this is National Influenza Vaccination Week, Dr. Katia Ferreira is here to tell us the signs and symptoms of the flu and how we can protect ourselves and our families. Doctor, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for having me and to talk about such an important issue.
Well, let's start out with some of those signs and symptoms and what we should be looking out for.
So the influenza, typically you'll find out you have influenza because you have congestion, nasal congestion, a little bit of a dry cough, you feel your chest sort of a little bit more painful, but you have muscular pain and fever. Those are the principal symptoms of influenza. But you don't want to get there. You want to avoid it, and to avoid it, the best thing you can do is to get yourself immunized. So seeking immunization and information around the vaccination is really important to prevent influenza this season.
And we were talking about, how serious this is and why we're talking about it. Can this be pretty serious when it comes to children?
Absolutely. So everybody is at risk of contracting influenza, but there's two particular groups that are higher risk. Those are the children under 5, and in particular under 2, that tend to end up in hospital. Thousands of children every year end up in hospital, and some of them will end up dying as well from a preventable disease. The other group are elderly, who can also have a higher risk of contracting influenza. But again, I want to re-emphasize that vaccination and, in fact, getting the flu is for all of us. So getting influenza vaccination to prevent the flu is an important step to keep us all healthy through the season.
Well, and I know we're talking about vaccinations, and I feel like there's a lot of information kind of floating out there about the vaccination. So I want to kind of clarify, what is the difference between a 3-strand and a 4-strand flu vaccination?
So that's a very important question because we have several choices to make. Now, every year there's 3 to 4 strains that circulate in the environment. Those strains are then chosen to be in the vaccine so you can protect yourself against it. Now, there's vaccines with 3 strains and vaccines with 4 strains. And naturally, if you have 4 strains in a vaccine, you have a broader protection. But the most important thing you can do is to go and talk to your doctor, to your pharmacist, and find out which vaccine is best for you. The step of taking vaccination is really important. Take your family and go and get informed and get yourself vaccinated. There's still time to prevent influenza this season, so that's the most important step.
And is there also somewhere we can go online maybe to get some more information?
Absolutely. Look, there's lots of information online, but if you go to the CDC and get information about influenza, who should get vaccinated, who should be from 6 months and above, and also you can go to www.choosemore.choose4.com. Again, it's www.choosemore.choose4.com. You can find a lot more information around influenza and how you can seek vaccination. The most important step is to get vaccinated, so we can do it.
Thank you so much again, Doctor.
Thank you so much, and get vaccinated.
Now, for everyone, stay healthy and come back after the break.